Josh Frydenburgs this morning in the corridors of the press gallery up in Canberra, or somewhere around Parliament House, has said any delay in Victoria for opening businesses and impacts jobs. There's been a callous indifference by the Victorian government to the loss of jobs in the state and the plight of small business. And more than 1,000, this is his quote, more than 1,000 Victorians have lost their job every day as a result of a lockdown. What is your message to Josh Frydenburgs, who continues to be frustrated with your roadmap or your changed roadmap?
Well, it's all about the politics with this bloke, isn't it? That's all he does. That's all he does. He's not a leader, he's just a liberal. He's just a liberal, and all he does is play politics every day. And I just don't think that's fair, and I don't think it's right, and I think Victorians are sick of it. Victorians want their family protected, they want the health issue dealt with, so that then we can open up. He is not a leader, he is just a liberal, because all he does is play politics in the midst of a global pandemic.
He is the Federal Treasurer, though, and he does...
Well, then maybe he ought to reflect on that.
Please. He is the Federal Treasurer, and he is responsible for millions of dollars in relief provided to Victorians with JobKeeper.
Yes.
And which will have to continue and have a major impact on the nation's finances and the budget bottom line.
Well, here's a news flash, Simon.
So can I please finish, Premier? So my question is, what more can Victoria do to convince the federal government that this is the right path? Will you fully release the public health advice for yesterday's decisions entirely?
In terms of convincing the Commonwealth Government, I wouldn't have thought I had to convince the Commonwealth Government that Victorians are Australians too. So the notion that there's going to be, we're going to give these people a free pass to play politics because they're the national government providing support to a part of our nation, no. I said last week I'm going to start calling this out, and I am. You can't be off there playing these political games, running this political commentary, and expect that everyone in Victoria is just going to let it slide. I haven't played politics during this crisis. I didn't play politics during the bushfires, and believe me, I could have, but I did not, because I don't believe that's appropriate. So Mr. Frydenburgs can make all the comments he wants, that's fine, but I'll be calling them out from now on, because it's not helpful. It doesn't keep anyone safe, it doesn't keep anyone safe, and it doesn't get the numbers down. Sorry?
Is he really playing politics when he's calling for people to get back to work? There's 1,000
well, you might
people
very well
a
have
day
a different
losing
view.
their jobs.
You might very well have a different view. I've made my view clear.
Premier, I know you said that the Treasurer was playing politics, but what about the AMA, the Australian Hotels Association, and the Business Council of Australia, who say that your announcement yesterday was unacceptable? Are they playing politics, or do they just really want Victorians back into work?
Well, people can have their own views, but the views of a... Well, you're kind of helping me make my point. If you're the head of the AMA, then you're there to put forward the views of doctors to represent your members as you see fit. If you're the head of the Business Council, then you're there to put forward the views of your members. If you're the Federal Treasurer, you're there as part of a government. You're there to put the views of the entire Australian community, not just the views of the party you come from. That's the key difference.
Premier, the Archbishop...
And I've not done it, nor will I. But I'm just about sick and tired of letting this slip, because it's the greatest insult to the people of Victoria to be sitting up in Canberra running these sorts of commentaries while the people of Victoria are staying the course, doing the right thing, making enormous sacrifices,